If you're eating less, working out more, and still watching your belly grow, this video is for you. Especially if you're over 30, because the problem is not your willpower, it's not calories, and it's definitely not laziness. The real reason stubborn belly and visceral fat refuses to go away is something most doctors never explain properly: cortisol, the stress hormone. Today, I'll show you how lowering cortisol for just 30 days can dramatically reduce visceral fat, the most dangerous fat in your body, and why traditional dieting actually makes it worse. Visceral fat is not the fat you can pinch. It's the deep fat wrapped around your organs, liver, pancreas, intestines. This fat is metabolically active, meaning it constantly releases inflammatory chemicals into your bloodstream. That's why visceral fat is linked to heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and early aging. The scary part: you can look normal or even skinny and still have high visceral fat, especially if you have skinny arms and legs but a stubborn stomach. Here's the truth most people don't know. Visceral fat has far more cortisol receptors than any other fat in your body. When cortisol stays high from stress, poor sleep, overworking, or extreme dieting, your body is literally programmed to store fat in your belly. That's why busy professionals, entrepreneurs, office workers, and burned out people struggle the most. Your body thinks you're in survival mode, and in survival mode, fat loss is impossible. After 30, hormones change, stress tolerance drops, recovery slows down. When you cut calories aggressively or overdo cardio, cortisol spikes even higher. You're not burning fat, you're teaching your body to hold on to it. That's why you see people saying, "I eat less but still gain belly fat." The problem isn't food, it's hormonal chaos. For the next 30 days, the goal is not extreme fat loss. The goal is nervous system calm. When cortisol drops, visceral fat becomes accessible for burning. First, sleep becomes non-negotiable. 7 to 8 hours. Deep sleep before midnight. A dark, cool room. No screens late at night. Sleep alone can reduce cortisol dramatically. Second, stop punishing workouts. Excessive HIIT and long cardio sessions raise cortisol. Replace them with strength training 3 times a week and daily walking. Movement that tells your body it's safe. Third, stabilize blood sugar. No constant snacking. No sugar spikes. Eat balanced meals with protein, healthy fats, and slow carbs. When blood sugar stabilizes, cortisol follows. Fourth, daily stress discharge. Not motivation, not hustle. Calm, deep breathing, slow mornings. Even 10 minutes a day signals safety to your nervous system. Around week 2 or 3, something interesting happens. Energy improves, sleep deepens, cravings drop, and the belly, the same belly that ignored every diet, starts shrinking. Not because you forced it, but because the hormonal brakes were removed. This is when visceral fat finally releases. Most doctors are trained to treat symptoms, not root causes. Calories are easy to explain. Hormones are not. Stress doesn't show up clearly on blood tests, but your body feels it every second. And visceral fat is the receipt. You don't need more discipline. You need a calmer system, lower cortisol, and your body does the rest. If this made sense, stay consistent for 30 days, because visceral fat doesn't respond to force, it responds to safety.